Hello and welcome to Messages from Above with Toni G on Ask One Radio worldwide. That's right. So, do you have questions that you would like answered? Do you have loved ones you would like to connect with? If so, call now. Yep, call in and we will get your answers to your questions. Now, I always say we when I'm speaking of me, and I'm sure some people think that's a little weird, but it's actually the angels and the guides that answer your questions, and I'm just kind of the conduit of it all. So that's a very good thing for you to know. So go ahead, call in now, and let's get your questions answered. My name is Toni Greene. I'm a psychic, medium, channel, TV show host of 2 TV shows, producer of 2 TV shows, radio show host of this radio show, author, a hypnotist, and a healer. I think pretty soon I might have to take 1 or 2 of those things off the list just because it's kind of a lot, right? Yeah. But I love it all, so I don't think I could take anything off the list. My newest book is going to be done soon. I'm editing it. This is what happens. I don't know how this happens. I've been editing it. I had somebody come over and help me edit it. And then I went through a final edit and I added 30 pages. I don't know, but they're awesome. They're awesome. So this newest book is just messages from above, messages that have been channeled through me and put on paper. And it is fabulous. It's fabulous. When I go back and I read some of these, even though I'm the one who typed them out or wrote them out, I go back and I read them and I'm like, wow, that's really good. Well, you wrote it. It should be, but it's not me. It's them. I give credit where credit is due. They get all the props. So, I have a very, very busy week coming up. I'm recording 2 more shows for WSCS, my psychic show, and my Create a Life You Love show, which is so exciting. I love that so much. I'm also doing work with Jimmy Mack, the healer. Let me tell you something. Jimmy Mack, he's no joke. He is a very good healer. I've been to healers in the past, and I've worked with healers in the past. This guy, I think he knows what he's doing because everything is like boom, 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 done, gone, da-da-da. It's awesome. And he will be on the show July 12th. So this is the deal for Jimmy Mack. On July 12th, messages from above at 9:30 p.m. If you would like a healing and a reading, call in on July 12th. Jimmy Mack will be doing healings on air. It's going to be very, very exciting. Yes, it is. Okay, bless you, Max. I'm here with Max. So let's go to our first caller, who is Tracy.
Yes.
Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, are you Tracy?
Yes.
Hi, Tracy. How are you tonight?
I'm fine, thank you. Yourself?
I'm doing well, thank you. How can I help you? Do you have a question you'd like to ask me?
I just want to know what the future holds for me, really.
Okay, I'd love to tell you that, but that's kind of a full reading. So let's narrow it down a bit, shall we?
I don't know. What's where?
Okay, so let's...
Will things get better for me, or?
Okay, that's good. We can start there. Thank you, love. Okay, so, this road you've been going down, it's like a circle. You're not going down a road, you're going around in a circle, round in a circle, round in a circle. And what they're saying is that you need to get off this circle and go on another path, okay? Now, I know that's easy to say. It's like, okay, yeah, thank you for telling me that. Like, I haven't tried, right? So what they're saying is you start with one new choice. Choose one new thing. Choose to do one thing in a new way. And when you do that thing, that one thing, it will lead to another thing and another thing and another thing. Now, I'm hearing June was an extraordinary, was June a very difficult month for you?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Okay, thank you for confirming. And July hasn't been much better.
It's not, half and half.
Right. So by the time you hit August, if you get out and you start doing things, by the time you hit August, things should lighten up a bit. They should get a little bit better. They should be, some of this heaviness should lift from you. Now, August is going to be a very interesting month because there are going to be some really good things that come in, but there are still going to be some underlying issues. You have to take the good things and just focus on them, first of all, and then the underlying issues, start reaching out to people to help resolve them, okay? So one of the things that you are kind of neglecting is you think it is what it is, there's nothing that can be done about it, this is just the way life is, right? But there are always organizations or people or companies that are willing to help. You just have to reach out. Do a few Google searches, and you're going to find more help than you can handle to turn everything around, okay? You haven't been, you know about A, B, and C, but you don't know about D through Z. You need to start looking for D through Z, because there are resources out there to help you to eliminate some of these underlying problems that have been ongoing. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, thank you. Yeah, it does.
Thank you. So their biggest messages to you is to start searching for organizations and or they're saying charity, but it's not. It's like foundations that can help turn things around for you. Okay, sweetie? If you do that throughout the rest of July, in August, everything is going to start to get better. You're going to see your way out of those black clouds you feel like you have been in, okay?
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling in this evening. I'm so grateful I was able to talk with you. Thank you so much, Tracy, for calling in.
Thank you so much for giving me it. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. You're listening to Messages from Above on Ask One Radio. Next, I'm going to go to Shelley.
Hi.
Hi, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
I am doing absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for asking. Shelley, did you have a question that you wanted to ask or a loved one you want to connect with?
Yes, I had two questions. One was regarding, can I ask two questions?
Yep, go right ahead.
Okay, so my first question is regarding my education, my school. I'm in the university right now, and I finish next year in August. And I'm just feeling very frustrated and a lot of anxiety with the school because it's a really hard program that I'm in. And my second question is, do you see any male figure or female figure around me?
Okay, so let's go to the first question. Okay, so yes, you know what? The program that you're in, it is a very challenging program. I have some CDs on my website that will help you to overcome anxiety and to relax, to come to that place of calmness, right?
Right.
But you also, you put so much pressure on yourself, sweetie. You put so much pressure on yourself. And I get it. I understand why, because you want to excel. You want to still be the best. You want to do this, and you're overwhelmed is the real thing, that you're very overwhelmed with all of this. They're saying make sure you get good nutrition in your body, which isn't always easy when you're in university. But they're saying do the best you can to, if you can't get the best nutrition, make sure you're taking a really good supplement, but also to have some relaxation techniques. So let me help you here. We're going to take a very slow, deep breath in. I want you to put your thumb and any finger you choose together. So your thumb and a finger together, right? And I want you to take a very slow, deep breath in. And as you release that breath, I want you to softly say relax 3 times. Now, what's the difference in how you feel?
I'm focused mostly on my breathing right now.
Right. And did that, now if you do that a couple of times, if you take that very slow, deep breath in and you release it, and you just say the word relax 3 times as you release that breath, you will instantly, very instantly go into a very, very, very deep state of relaxation. You can use this technique when you're taking exams. It's really helpful to calm your mind down so that the right answers can come up when you need them. So that's really important to know also. Now, the program is very difficult, yes, but when you get through it, and you will, you're going to make it through, you're going to be very, very happy that you were able to do that, okay?
Okay, good. Because I mean, I know it's going to be very challenging this coming up year for me as well, because that's going to be a lot of board exams, at least 5 board exams to go on.
Yes.
So just thinking about that, gives me that anxiety.
You know what? Don't put yourself ahead of your program. Just get through each and every day, work day to day,
exactly,
and get through. Yes, just don't think about the future with that. So she went down for a second, the phone disconnected, but we're going to get her back in a second so that I can tell her about the person that is with her. Because as soon as she started talking, I saw a gentleman step in that is, I think it's a gentleman. Hi.
Hi, sorry, it got disconnected.
That's okay. That happens sometimes. It's technology. So what I want to say is, just take it one day at a time. Don't worry about it. And you're going to do fine. Yes, next year, this next part coming up, it's going to be very challenging and you're going to do good. Just take it one day at a time, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, you asked me if I saw a man or a woman around you. And I want to tell you that I do. The first thing I saw when you got on the phone was, I think it's a gentleman. A gentleman stepped in. He's a little bit older. He has a bigger belly. He looks like he's wearing a suit. and I know this is not a very good description. He seems like he would have been, I want to guess, he's a little bit older, and I want to say he is, has like a bigger frame too. He was a more solid man. Is this familiar to you?
Not the bigger belly part, because I don't know anybody with that feature.
He could have been a grandpa. He seems like he would have been a grandpa age. Not a young. He's definitely not young. And then there's a woman here also, and she is older. Also, she's like a grandma age. So let's do this, because sometimes when you call, you want to connect with somebody very specific. And, you know, for me, a lot of people come in. So if we were doing a full reading and we had 30 minutes or, you know, an hour, we would talk to everybody coming in. But since, you know, there's a little bit of time, let's ask, who do you want to connect with?
The older lady.
Okay. And, okay, so do you have a question for her? Because the first thing she's trying to... Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, she passed away when I was with her, and I wanted to know if, you know, she passed away peacefully, because it had really disturbed me, and I'm still disturbed about it after 10 years.
Okay.
And I take it too hard because I felt like part of it was my fault, that, you know, I didn't take care of her, or I should have been there. You know, questions that arise in my mind.
Okay.
And she passed away overseas. We were on a vacation when she passed away.
Oh. Okay. So she keeps trying to say something to me, and I don't know if this means something to you, but I'm just going to say it, and I might be saying it wrong. Okay?
Okay.
So please, if it's something it might be something that sounds like this, but I keep hearing something like Sanibel, and I don't know what that means, but that's the first thing she's saying. Now, as you were talking and you were saying, you know, you felt like you should have taken better care of her, you couldn't. Sweetie, she is smiling right now, first of all. She wants you to know she is smiling, and she wants to tell you that the timing wasn't the best timing, and she feels so like badly that you have carried this for so long. It's something, she's very matter of fact. Her personality is very matter of fact. She says, you know, we all die. It's like being born. We don't get to pick the exact time and place we're going to be born. But when it's our time, sometimes that opens, and we just have to go at that time. It's our time frame to exit. It's an exit point for us. And she says, she's very grateful that you were there with her and that everything went the way it did. She says, there's nothing you could have done. It was just time. It was the timing. It's, she's very just nonchalant and matter of fact about it. She's not upset at all about it. She is saying she had very, very, did she have a bit of an accent?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, because I'm trying to understand her, and I'm like, okay, slow down a bit. I can't. You have to talk very slow. But she is so at peace. She wants you to know she's at peace, and it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. There's nothing that could have changed the outcome. So I don't know if you know what Sanibel, if I'm even getting that right. Do you know what that means?
You have to say it again.
I could be saying it wrong. It's Sanibel. It sounds like a location or a name. I don't know.
No, I don't know that.
She's saying you will, you will, you will. Okay? She's saying you will know. And she is saying, pay attention and don't, she's saying, don't worry so much. Everything is going to work out. Everything. She's very, she's just very casual, very comfortable, very like, oh, it's okay. Don't worry so much. Is that what her personality was?
Yeah, she was just very jolly, and she was very, just like, she didn't take anything to heart. Before her passing, I kept seeing number 11 everywhere. And then, since then, I have been seeing number 11 everywhere. I mean, I look at something, a time or something, it'll be like 11:11 or 1:11 or 2:11. There's always that 11 associated with that. But I was seeing that prior to her passing.
So I read or I heard someplace that 11 in numerology stands for the highest spirituality. It stands for like the highest spirituality, and that makes sense because when we go home, we're going into a higher spiritual plane, right? And every time you see 11, that's her saying hi and letting you know she is helping you along in things. She's definitely helping you along in things, okay?
Okay.
So she just is saying again, she's saying, I'm at peace. It's okay. I'm very happy. It's okay. She's saying, you can't control some things. They just can't be controlled. It's okay. So she wants you to know
whenever
that.
I had her dreams, she's always smiling or laughing in my dreams whenever I do have her dreams.
Yes. She is very at peace and happy and very, like, it's okay. Everything's okay. It's working out exactly as it's supposed to.
Okay, thank you. You don't happen to see the male figure, the tall, skinny male figure?
What's his name, love?
His name started with a V.
Okay, so I see some, I hear some, and I sense some. So I asked, are you here? And I heard a yes. So do you have a question for V?
I do. I have so many questions. Just, he died unexpectedly. He hurt himself, and we didn't know about it until a few days later. I don't know why. He was so close to me, and I don't know why he did what he did.
Okay, so first I have to tell you, I only have about 2 minutes left. So the first thing I'm hearing, and it's very sad. The feeling is very sad, but he was very lonely, not on the outside, but on the inside. He is saying he was lonely. He was very, very lonely, and he had. He felt like this is really weird for him to say, but he didn't feel like he had a choice. But he is saying the main thing was he was very lonely. Does that make sense to you?
It totally makes sense to me because I felt, after realizing what he has done or why he did it, I figured he was lonely and he was probably hurting inside.
He's saying torture. It was just torture to him. He felt like, even though, please don't take this personally, even though you were in his life, he felt like he was so alone in life. He felt like he was very alone in everything and just on the inside so tortured from that and couldn't see outside of that. He couldn't get past that. So I'm so sorry for your loss, and I'm so sorry for him too. But I hope that this has helped you today. I hope that this has definitely helped you.
Yes, thank you so much for your time. It has answered a lot of questions that I had in my mind.
It's my pleasure to have helped you. Thank you so much for calling in today. I look forward to hopefully talking with you again at some point. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You've been listening to Ask One Radio. This is Messages from Above with Toni G. If you would like more information on me, you can go to my website, Toni, TONIG.info, INFO. I hope you've enjoyed this evening's show, because I certainly did. Tune in next week at 9:30 p.m. Central with myself and Jimmy Mack. I look forward to that. Thanks and have a great night.